Can't tell me.
It's just fine.
Can't tell me. Cause they coming for your neck. Cause they think that you a threat. Can't tell me. Time for this clown. Can't tell me. Cause you niggas
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Yo.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Words Coming Out of My Mouth podcast.
Boom.
I'm just fire.
And I'm motherfucking Moses.
And I'm the new person on the guest list, Rob P.
Old Rob P here today with us. We're going to have some conversations. We're going to see what's going on with everybody. All right?
Talk about life.
What's good?
Show. What's going on, my guy?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing?
Good.
Was good. I put some lotion on, so it might be kind of sweaty.
Yeah, I like him. I like him already.
Yeah. Oh, you like the sweaty shit. That's what you said, the sweaty. I like it because it's sweaty. Hey, hold on. Just going back to the episode, this motherfucker tomorrow. The lotion. You know that shit?
No, I don't think that shit out yet.
Yeah.
No, he ain't out yet.
That was with Phil. That was the episode with Phil. That is out.
Was it?
Yeah, he was like, you said something. He was like, I was like, and something. He was like, yeah, and lotion. And I was like, what the fuck?
No. You said black don't crack because we're drinking water.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What you say?
And I said no and lotion.
He ain't saying like that though. It was so, I'm
That's
like,
funny.
come on, man. Yeah.
Man, how y'all doing, man?
Man, we good, man.
Can't complain. Beautiful day today.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you guys for having me.
Hey,
You
man. That's what we kept telling people, like, we need to get some guests on, get some different opinions and perspectives and all that good,
And I'm gonna say
proper language.
I'm gonna say, my opinions today, humbly gonna be mine. I won't speak for the people.
Look, they know what the fuck going on. Them the words coming out of his mouth.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? These
Hey.
words coming out of our mouth. So whatever we say,
Hey,
that's what it is.
talk to me later about it.
Whatever I say, it's my motherfucking word.
Exactly.
I mean, you might get mad. That's all right.
Like the words of my older
dark,
brother. I never cared about it getting out of hand.
Yeah,
You might get mad, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Man. How's your week going, bro?
It's okay, man. Class is ending. It was a mixing class, so it was super dope class.
Nice.
Really appreciate it. I met somebody that I'm collabing with. I wish I could play the music, but I talked to him about it already. So just be on the lookout for that, because man, this dude, he's talented.
Really?
Like stupid talented. You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker got instructors telling him, like, man, you got it. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, I heard him.
So, I mean,
You know why?
he's dope. So hopefully, we can get everything straightened out. And I like to do, because hear about his business and everything. So we get all that stuff, get everything straightened out, and then let's push this music, man. You know what I mean?
That's good.
It's time for the world to hear just fire shit.
Just fine.
Push the music, but make the money too.
I mean, that would be great.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what it's about, right? We do the things because one, we have a passion for it, but two, you wanna create that wealth, that generational wealth for not just for yourself, but for your kids. You know?
Absolutely. That's what it's about. I mean,
Yeah.
that's my motivation anyway.
Oh yeah.
I tell you this, I'm one of them motherfuckers. My money is my money.
Exactly.
So while I'm here, I'm spending it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to have fun, whatever. But after thinking about it, I'm like, man, I just can't leave my kids with nothing, man. You know what I mean?
You gotta leave him something.
Yeah, man.
Pinto, something.
Yeah. They got the house. Yeah, I got to do something.
Just buy some-
My
Look.
wife she's not gonna let me just be like,
So,
You know what I mean?
me and my wife, we talk about that shit before, right? Like, our kids, like, shit, we supposed to leave kids fucking generation wealth and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is good. I'm a fucking big fan of that shit, right? But I'm gonna enjoy myself too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, whatever I got, like, I'm gonna set them up. I ain't gonna fucking give out a handout.
Oh no.
oh, so
Oh no.
So what about what about these motherfuckers who make all this money in the NFL, right? NBA, all that.
It's big.
What about those guys? Because we talk about generational wealth, and these guys come from the slums,
Oh yeah.
but then they go to the NFL.
And a lot of when they retire or get out, they have no more money to account for.
Right.
So
Why
that
though?
goes back to like our conversation is what we're taught. They're not taught how to handle their finances. They're not taught how to invest properly. They're not taught how to do proper research. They're not taught, generational wealth. What is that? Define that. You know what I mean? They're not taught that.
Let's talk about it. So what we want to know? Let us in on the conversation.
So what is your definition of generational wealth?
I feel like I've been interviewed.
Well, I guess I'll start with mine.
Yeah.
So for me, generational wealth is, well, let's talk about wealth. What is really wealth? For me, wealth is time. If I have the time to go do what I want to do and not have to go work a 9 to 5, that's more important to me than anything.
You still gotta work though.
You have to work in order to get the things that you need in life.
So there's only 1% of people in the world that have a generational wealth. The one you're describing.
So, but
No, not the world, in America.
so,
And they still gotta work.
but why is that? Why do you feel you have to work to have that time? Because you don't really, if you think about it, you don't have to work to have your time. You have to work to purchase things. So you have to work to buy a car, to buy gas, to buy food.
Which are all like basic life needs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay. The way I look at generational wealth, right? I look at it this way. I think you have generational wealth is like a startup, right? So like a black dude want to start a company, right? You gotta go get a loan, right?
Okay.
You gotta go get a loan, and you got this fucking goddamn goofy looking motherfucker that might tell you that you got approve or not approve, right?
Which you probably, if you trying to get a startup, you ain't getting that unless you've been in business for 2 years.
2 years, right? And you got this goofy motherfucker that tell you, oh no, you're not approved, and you can't get a loan, right? And now your dream is just fucking, and you keep trying and you forced to be working the job that you don't want to get. Right, so the way I look at generational wealth is like me dying right now and leaving all my assets, and just let my fucking daughter ride with it. Right, that's the way I look at it. But that means she still gotta put the work though. I already laid the foundation. She just gotta continue the work. You know what I mean? So I don't look at it as, oh yeah, I gotta lay back now. I ain't gotta do nothing because my dad gave me this money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't look at it that way. I look at it as, yes, I gotta lay the foundation, and part of me giving a generation wealth is me teaching her the business, because that's what's missing. It's not just the money. You gotta teach them the business.
So basically, you just so it's just like a when we watch these movies and the plot is the dad owns all this money and he's trying to hand it down to the kid, hope he take it over. And then once he does it, then he takes it over. That
Happy Gilmore?
Yeah,
Like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, kind of like the same
Happy
thing,
Gilmore
right?
is like-
So, but the crazy thing is that it don't even have to be the same business, right? So, like the way I look at it,
So
I'm sorry, not Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison.
okay, there we go. I was like, Happy
So-
Gilmore, they were playing golf.
no, so the way I look at it, right? It doesn't have to be the same business. So the way I look at it is like, let's say,
So he just have to do something with the
he
money.
just got to do something with it. So let's say my daughter grew up and she said, "Oh, Dad, I want to own a fucking like a commercial plane company." Right? If that's what she go to school for, and I have the money to do that, right? And I have all these houses and shit, right? Shit, we can sell that motherfucker and fucking invest in her. It doesn't have to be that. I just have to see that she has what it takes to win. You know what I mean? And that's the qualification for me. And that's
I hope so, because
and you know what I mean? Like, go ahead.
Well, so I was gonna say that. So, like, for example, like my wife, she wants to there's a business, a liquor business she wants to purchase, right? The guy wants to sell it. Actually, he doesn't even want to sell it. He wants to give it to his son. He gets about 1.4 million annually. His son doesn't want to do it. Now, to me, I'm thinking, well, what's wrong? Because that's a generational wealth to where you pass down to your kids, and in that way, he doesn't have to worry about it. But for some reason, the son is thinking a whole different way, and so now he doesn't want that. So now my wife wants to buy it because she wants to start up that generational wealth for our kids. So, but like to your point, she needs to go to bank, try to get a
loan and everything, which they're not gonna give you.
Well,
That possibility.
possibly, but it's a possibility. But the things that is it going to be difficult? Yes.
So, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, there's gonna be
You see, I'm the G in this motherfucking room. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. But you know what?
no.
We
So
gonna listen.
So, all right, so quick background on myself. So I am.
I was just finna say, what
yeah,
do you do?
Yeah, quick background. So I was from Houston, Texas. Not born in Port Arthur, but raised in Port Arthur. Worked for. I don't know if I can say it. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say
Don't say the company.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I work for a large bank institution.
Hey,
and
you get no advertisement on here unless you dropping that
oh,
bag.
let's you drop that money.
Yeah, drop that bag.
You know what? You contact us.
Please.
Yeah.
We'll take your 15 cent episode.
I've been working in the banking industry for about over 7 years now.
So you know finances.
Man, you said you held that shit like you was a 50-year motherfucker.
It feel like it sometimes.
Damn.
I'm a licensed banker, which means I got my Series 6 and all of that. And but,
that sounds fucking hella hard.
Nah, a lot of studying, but nah. But that's my quick background.
Okay,
And
so you know finances.
Yeah, and I've been dibbling dabbling in investments and things like that.
Okay, so I got a question with you. Since you know finances, we're gonna get back to that.
No. I was just trying to get to the conversation you guys when you said y'all was having. You know what I mean, or whatever.
What was that?
I don't know.
I forgot.
What?
We
that's
were having a conversation about fucking
Generational wealth?
Generational wealth.
Yeah.
But I guess my question is that, so like, check this out, right? Do you think, I guess this is gonna go to the room, Donald Trump, right? His pop, he said his pop gave him what, $1 million or $2 million, whatever.
I think it was a 1 million.
1 million,
What
and
was
it started his
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
I think how he started off, his dad gave him like $1 million.
Oh, okay.
1 million. Is that considered generational wealth?
So
That's considered a fucking what do you call them things you open up for kids? A trust. That's what it sounded like
What?
to me.
I thought a trust is a goddamn generational wealth.
I wouldn't say that.
Check this
giving
out.
your kid $1
I'ma
million
put-
is generational wealth.
I'ma
You're
give-
able to do it, but the thing you're looking at is when you pass.
Okay.
What can you give your
Right.
kids after
Okay.
you passing?
Okay, so check this out. What about Kris Jenner? Which I
Okay.
think she's probably the most fucking genius motherfucker in this whole world, right? Kris Jenner.
Okay. Momager.
Mama Joe. Setting those kids up for life.
Oh yeah.
Cause she started that. Is that generational wealth or is that fucking handout?
No, that's generational wealth. You're
That's
So what's the difference between that and Donald Trump getting $1 million?
Hey, that's some Bible type shit, right?
Because
I
he's
shouldn't
continued
say
building.
that's with
He's
the Bible, but
he's
that's some
continued
Bible type
building.
stuff right there, though, right? Because you know what I mean. I mean, you described her like she was Jesus.
She is
She
Jesus.
led everybody there, taught them how to fish and all
Yeah.
that type stuff. Now they can do what they said or
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah.
She took Kim, did something. And now all them kids, like even the next one, you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
you said a great
dang.
example. And
Like
I think it's the most profound example that's
She
out
is
there.
Jesus. She is Jesus.
You give a man a fish or a woman a fish, they eat or live for a day. But if you teach them how to fish, they can live or eat for a lifetime. And so the difference, like you asked me what's the difference? He just gave Donald Trump $1 million. But he didn't teach him how to do anything.
He did. Technically,
What did he teach him?
Okay, so his dad was a real estate agent, like a realtor. Like
Okay.
his dad is in the same business, And Donald Trump say, hey, you give me $1 million, I'm gonna go start my own shit instead of working for you.
Well,
Right?
okay, so
and
now
then
when
he
we
went
add
and
that,
did.
then yeah,
Then he
it's
went
the
and
same.
did it. So it's the same thing.
So he learned.
He learned. He learned from his pop
Yeah.
because his pop was doing the same shit.
Yeah, so it's the
okay.
same, yeah.
I just want to know because
So, but was it a loan? Because that sounds like a fucking loan to me.
and
Did
even
he-
if
did he have
it's
to pay back?
You know what I mean?
even if it's a loan, it's still generational wealth.
That's,
No.
that's,
You
that's
got- you
generational
gotta-
knowledge
that-
pass.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
Yo.
know about
knowledge
wealth.
pass.
No, cause that eliminates me going to. So if I
Well,
have
if you
a
want to
pipe,
use it in a broad aspect, like that's knowledge is wealth and all that bullshit that people be using. Yeah, okay, we got that.
No.
But no, that is not generational wealth. What I mean to me means you got something to pass on.
Yeah.
That
is passing on.
That'll last a lifetime. That
and
could
I,
last a lifetime.
and I don't even like this dude,
well,
but
it
that is
could last
passing
a
on.
lifetime.
It's almost the same.
If they
It's
do it
just
right.
One is he did it before he passed, right? And he gave his
Does
knowledge.
it have to be passed though? Because if I'm still alive, I can still set my daughter up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, you can set your daughter up, but see, this is the thing. Even if you say,
I feel like we just don't like this dude.
Well, if
I can feel the energy.
what Donald
I
Trump?
feel like
Oh no! I don't have
really
anything.
care
I feel like we don't like him.
I don't have anything against him. But no, we're actually talking about the definition. So if you're talking about, so you set your daughter up, okay, you set your daughter up, but say she's successful because you set her up, but then after you pass, you say you lost all your money. You're not passing on anything now.
Because I don't have to, because I already set her up.
No,
I already did.
You still didn't pass on anything to the next generation. You just
I did.
you gave her a, like what we said, a loan or a handout. I mean, a loan or here's something I'm going to invest in you. It's like what we do with kids with so like sports. I mean, keep it simple because I know probably audience.
We're gonna go back to that.
So like when we do basketball, kids that start off like at 5 years old, we train them how to play football, how to play basketball, and then we invest in that time because we believe that in the future they're gonna get a scholarship to go to a major university.
Do we
And then
really?
from that- yeah.
Well, when I'm playing with my kids, well, I only got one, but when I'm playing with my kid, I'm not looking at that future that way. I'm just letting it have fun.
For the athletic world, for the athletic world,
Let's have a boy first and then see what happens.
like you.
Boy, no.
Yeah, you probably
I'm
gonna be like this.
speaking-
Oh, you're gonna make the country so proud with your soccer skills.
No. You know why? You know why though? Because I'm a dude that disagree with that.
Let me stop you before you say that. I am bullshitting. Like my son, he makes his own choice when it comes to sports.
Exactly. Like apart from that, I disagree with the whole idea of just black people fucking being a goddamn footballer or something. There's more shit we can do.
But let's talk about just our community, right? So that's usually what it is. I mean, I don't know if we can agree on that, but that when I came up,
you're right. You're right.
when I came up,
100%.
it wasn't about being an investment banker. It wasn't about being a financial advisor. It wasn't about being a real estate agent. It wasn't about being a CEO. The options was, hey, you have, and it's changed now. But me growing up, it was NBA, NFL,
and rapper.
That
you
was
forgot one.
Dope Boy.
Yep, I was gonna say
That-
go for it, pop.
You know what I'm saying? But those were the labels that we had. Now, to our previous conversation, we took what Jay-Z did. He took that and he made something more out of it. Now, whether he was taught how to do that or as he continued to grow, he learned, or unless he had a mentor, I don't know. But he figured it out. Not too many people out the hood figured it out.
I mean, you're right. You're right. And that, I think that's the biggest problem, man. Like, you mentioned Jay-Z, right?
That's his boy.
Hey, here we go, folks. Here we go, folks.
If you've been watching us for so long, you will understand that my whole idea comes from this dude, right? All right, so do you think Jay-Z can ever be forgiven for those people who crack too?
They probably dead.
I know they did. Can we mentally, as a society, forgive Jay-Z for selling crack? Ever selling crack?
We already have.
Do you think so?
We already have.
Oh man, he all in.
We already have.
Yeah.
Why
rooms.
America can't do that?
We don't even talk about that.
Why? Who can't do it?
Why Americans?
Which mean?
I mean white Americans. They ain't done that yet.
Do you think he gives a fuck?
He doesn't.
That
No,
motherfucker is a billionaire.
do you think, like, low key,
Okay, I see what you're saying.
low key in his mind, do you think that? Cause, all right, so this is coming from. I just listened to the Khalid album, right? And the old verse he did in the Khalid album, the old verse he did in the Khalid album is like a fucking holy Jesus, right? It is holy Jesus. Who the fuck talk like that? And every fucking track from Jay-Z for a long time, right? He still has that fucking reference of Doughboy and me moving on from Doughboy, right? Do you think low key this dude is like still fucking battling himself inside, trying to like he's conscious of selling dope?
So you asking? Do you think Jay-Z
He's dealing with that
is dealing with that?
because he know people still don't forgive
To
him.
a certain extent, he is. I mean, if you are aware, and so another just a quick background. I like to dibble and dab in everything.
Dibble and dabbling.
Yeah. So now we're talking about consciousness. So I think it's somewhere in his life, his spirit, his soul, his consciousness thinks about what he did in the past. You always think about where you came from. Now, if he's thinking about the little 13-year-old boy, 14-year-old boy that he gave a rock to, I don't know if he did or not.
Probably did.
But that's probably on his conscience because that laid the foundation to where he's at right now. That contribute to his foundation to the foundation to where he is right now. Is he upset or is he mad? I don't know. If he truly is, I think if he truly is, he'll go back to the place where he sold at, and he'll try to help rehabilitate all those people.
I think he done. I think he done more than that already.
But that's what I was gonna ask. Like, why couldn't he have done that already?
Yeah,
Like,
he did. He did more than that.
He's done. Like, that's his past.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people. Let me tell you something. Successful people don't dwell on the past. They move forward. So all that shit, all that memory and all that, whatever he had going on in Marcy, that's probably been gone. I mean, the memory's still there. Of
That's
course.
what I'm saying.
It's in his
Like,
music.
but the memory is just that. I feel like this dude probably getting triggered over shit like that every time because you don't really have to remind us.
Like PTSD?
Yeah. Like, you don't have to remind us. Like, do you notice on every this dude track? And I'm a fucking Winfrey. I'm like a fucking Nose Carter. Like, my last name is Nose Carter. But,
Yes,
like,
it is.
you
I
know what I
learned
mean?
today. That is true.
My last name is Nose Carter. And you listen to this dude fucking track every time, man. This dude talk about that old fucking shit. Don't you think that maybe Jay-Z might be dealing with it?
I mean, he might have his own demons, but it's not stopping him from being successful because he has kids now, and that's a whole different. That's
Gonna add to the PTSD. Like, shit. Imagine if there's some dope boys on the corner in fucking wherever the place that live in Beverly Hills, fucking selling dope to his kids.
that he won't let that happen because he's already taught them. That's the thing. He's already taught them, or I believe that he's already taught them the game, or is teaching them the game.
I can't agree with that because you could teach a motherfucker
Well,
anything you want to.
it
They gonna
don't
do
matter.
whatever the
They
fuck
gonna
they
do
want.
Well,
whatever.
yeah, you're right, but at least they have the knowledge.
They got right.
They have
You got-
they have the knowledge.
They got
now
them-
whether
got-
they have the wisdom.
It's in the bag, or it should be in the bag. They might not have put it in the bag. They might have
It's
been
just
like,
like-
"Oh, we need
It's
this."
just
shit."
like when
Ain't
you have a little
nobody
girl.
did that shit.
Like you have a little girl. You're gonna put your little girl on game. Like, hey, these little dudes out here.
Those are difficult ones.
You
Little girl.
give her all the knowledge. Like, like I have 2 girls. I'm gonna have to give them, when it comes to the time, I have to give them the game. I have a 4-year-old and I have a 15-year-old. 15-year-old, I'm trying to explain to her some of the things, but she's on her, she has her own ideas, which I respect. And so the thing, what I'm learning with kids is, you have to let them kind of go through things and figure things out. But I also have a 4-year-old. And so I want to, at least I can want to give them the knowledge. And if they have the wisdom to accept that and, make the best choices for themselves, then great. But I mean, to me, that's the same thing.
Man, that's a lot of conversation. I just get straight to the point with my motherfucking girls. I put me a bottle of liquor down back in the day, put it down like this. Let me explain something to you. Your daddy was woo buddy. So you know what I'm saying? Take it easy.
No,
Okay? Because I don't want no problems. but your daddy was out there.
Nah,
That's
I'm
how,
a-
that's how niggas should
Out
be
there,
telling
out
it.
there, out
No.
there, out there.
But not
No.
me. Not me. But
Nah, I don't.
the daddies that been out there.
I don't really fucking, I don't talk to my daughter like that. I mean, I talk to my daughter, but like so the same shit, because we go through, which it was on the conversation earlier. I feel like because we go through so much shit, I tend to spoil my daughter.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
That's natural.
You know what I
for
mean?
that.
Especially for a female. If it's a fucking dude, I probably gonna smack the shit out of that motherfucker.
That's what you think.
I think I
Don't
know
you?
so, I know
Just
so,
the
I know
same.
so, I know so. But for female, because she's a female, I have to watch what I do. Like I spoil this motherfucker. You know what I mean? And I gotta watch myself on that.
You know what?
That's that ain't your mama
I,
ass
I
mentality.
thought, I thought
That's
about that.
old.
I always think about that.
you-
If I had a son, would I treat him the same way like I treat my
I
girls?
think it would be different.
That's natural.
It would
you
be
have
different.
to naturally.
You would. It
I
would
don't
be
think
I
so.
don't think. I don't
You
think.
would be.
but
Yo, I
it's-
never touched my daughter. You know what this motherfucker told me? There's a new thing, right? This motherfucker's gonna call me dad twice. The third time is gonna be my first name, Moses.
What?
I'm not bullshitting. And I'm like, yo, you can't do that.
How old is your daughter?
She's 5.
Okay, mine's 4. Yeah.
Like, I'm like, yo, you can't do that. And she gonna be like, well, I called you twice. You didn't answer. I figured if I call you the same name, mommy calling you, you might answer.
Oh, she fucking with you.
Your daughter's smart. She's really intelligent.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't beat that. I don't do nothing.
Oh, I can.
I don't do that.
Show you how we
I
deal
don't
with
do
this
that.
shit.
Now I think about it now, because like I gave past tense. I gave my daughter what I call tap taps, and it wasn't even a hard whipping. It was just I'll take her hand and just to give her that behavior that what you're doing is not right. If I had a son, I wouldn't, just because he's a male, I wouldn't have gave him a belt to the butt, but I would have gave him the same thing, tap tap. So I want him to learn that behavior.
Now,
Now as he gets older, and if he messes up, and it causes for me to do that, then yeah.
so my niece and my wife told me that I will be different in a guy if I have a boy, because my niece and nephew, when they come visit, I beat that little boy fucking ass. Bro,
You just don't like him.
No, I do like him. I beat that little boy ass.
or he
And when the
just get on your nerves.
female fucks something up, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But that boy, if he fucks something up, oh man, I go to town that motherfucker.
Well, I think you have the two.
You don't give him the tap tap.
None of that. Tap tap. Instead, it's like,
you
I mean,
give it a tap tap. You do probably punk ass. What the fuck? I'm going back. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Well, see,
No.
that's the other thing, is just the consciousness of a male child versus a female child.
I think
you know?
there is a conscience in it. Hey, going back to what you said earlier though, like I get it, man. Like fucking our athletes, rappers, you know what I mean? All them guys fucking get a fucking $1 million fucking contract and they fuck it up early. You know what I mean? That shit happens every time. It's like it's Apple way too fucking much that we keep. Like we desensitize. Do I even say that shit, boy? No, desensitize to this shit. Like we normalize this shit. You know what I mean?
But it's changing now.
Is it though?
Absolutely. You got kids. And I'm just speaking just in the black community. You have kids learning how to code, how to build apps, how to build websites.
No, I get that. I'm saying about athletes though. Like
So-
fucking basketball.
So basically, the people who
get a
make
contract.
who make it, and it's mainly athletes. Like, it's biased as hell, or whatever.
It is mainly athletes.
But the people who make it,
They got 2 million contracts.
and then they do something stupid and blow it, and then they end up, like you said,
They become a bum.
leaving with no money, or they
a
end
bum.
up playing way longer than what they
Intended to.
what they intended to, because now they got to try to make this money back and shit, and to save up. But they blew all the $100 million that they had before. You know what I mean? And I see that shit a lot, like Deshaun Watson in trouble right now. Got 200 some odd fucking $1 million. Like, I don't know what he did, but he timed that shit right, because and it sounds fucked up, but he got all that money. Like, he ain't lose shit. He ain't get kicked out the league.
Oh, yeah.
None of that.